Welcome back, everybody. DarkSpyder here, Farming Simulator 22. It's almost Christmas. Hopefully everybody's ready for the holidays. So top 5 tractor mods for FS22. I thought we would start with number 5, and we're going to go with the John Deere 4755. Now, we did do individual videos on these, so I won't go into a whole lot of detail. But the John Deere 4755 is really fast. And it's fairly inexpensive. It is under 140,000, and it will definitely pull and do whatever you need it to do, you know, for under $150,000. Now, just like all the other ones, when you're going that fast, it doesn't turn real well, but we know that already. Now I'm really curious because I did get a steering wheel with pedals, so I really want to start. It definitely does add another dynamic to the game, using a wheel over your controller. But John Deere 4755 has lots and lots of options that you can choose from. Like I say, base price is $93,000. So you can go with Unreal 1, that's going to get you 93 miles per hour and 890 horsepower. You can go to Unreal 2, 46 miles per hour, but same horsepower. So that way you're not screaming down the field, I guess. However you want to do it. Plenty of tire options. We're going to go with that. There's, we got to go back. Let's go. There we go. Nope. See, you got tracks. I mean, you have plenty of options to go with. On these, you can go with triples, duals. I don't really like, I know those like are for certain fields, but all kinds of options. And it's about 130,000 all decked out. Not a bad price for what you're getting. It's a pretty good tractor. I love the color options as well, with that petrol chrome in the tires there. And then I chose maroon candy as the base color. There's a better picture of it, of those colors. Really nice looking colors. So number 5 is the John Deere 4755. All right, so moving on to number 4. It was kind of a tough choice for me because, you know, I do love all my tractors, but I decided that in number 4 spot is going to be the John Deere 9R mod pack. I mean, this tractor is just a beast. If you deck it all out, you're going to go 200 miles per hour. All right. It's a beast of a tractor. It definitely does whatever you want it to do. But if you keep it at this speed, good luck controlling it. Because it, like I say, it is a beast. I do love this tractor. But to be perfectly honest about it, I do not keep it at 200 miles an hour. Unless I'm just messing around and launching it off stuff. But the John Deere 9R... there it goes. Is a pretty good tractor mod, and it will do pretty much anything you want it to do. Lots and lots of options as well. If we go back in, we'll let it just sit there and flop around like a fish out of water. There's your John Deere 9R. $300,000 is your base price. So you're going to start getting into money here. You can go up and get 517, 572, 627 is pretty good. You could even go 670 for, so, do I have the wrong tractor here? Nope, there it is. There it is. So, 9R XXX 5K is 5,000 horsepower. Drop it down to 2,000 if you want. It's going to go to about 100 miles an hour. You can drop it down to 1,000 and it's 62. That's about where I keep it, honestly, because it still does whatever you want to do. I think Big Bud is 1,100 horsepower, but it only goes like 28 miles per hour. Lots of wheel options you can do. Wheel weights painted. Just all kinds of options all the way around. It's a good tractor, but it is expensive. So it's probably like mid-game, late game when you're really starting to make money. All right, so we're going to switch to the next one. So we're going to jump out of there. Okay, so that was number 4. Coming in at number 3 was a tough choice for me because I really, really, really like this tractor. Now, forgive my mispronunciation. Deutz Fair, I think is how it's pronounced. Now, this is another mod, of course, and it's right here, the 2019 Series 9. Now, again, this is another one of those tractors that has that experimental chip in it. If you want the 3,100 horsepower at 141. Now you can drop it down, but it drops your horsepower way down to this 465, and then you can go with 336, 312, 295, and then back up 3,100. Lots and lots and lots and lots of wheel options for you. You know, just so many to choose from. It's really unreal. There's more twins. I don't recall there being any tracks on this tractor. Yeah, it's all twins. Okay, you can go with Warrior, which kind of changes the paint a little bit, and it gives you a little bit of extra protection on that. The bull horns, of course. So again, guys, lots and lots of options. Did a video on this one separately, so I'm not going to go into great detail. But your base price is about $200,000, so you're still talking about a little bit of money, but it's definitely all decked out. It's still more affordable than some of the other tractors, because let's see where it's at. There it is. So 213,760, because I haven't even driven it yet. So that's about where it's at base. It's probably more closer to what, 220, because weirdly they just start dropping in price as they sit there. So about $220,000. Good tractor. Let's take it for a test drive though. This thing does really, really well. I really enjoy this tractor a lot. It is a tough choice for the number 1, number 2, and number 3 spot. But again, this is about just all around. What can I use these tractors for? This one goes extremely fast as well. So I'm going to put this at number 3. But in all honesty, it could very well have taken the number 1 spot. But you're going to see why it doesn't take the number 1 spot. Still a turnover. We'll just sell it anyways. But still a great tractor. Not horribly expensive. You know, so, you know, you could probably even move this to number 2, or, you know, even number 1. It's a really, really solid tractor. And you can slow it down. If you go back in and you look, you can slow it down a little bit. It doesn't have to be the 600 miles per hour. 336, 465. So, you know, you could definitely slow it down. There's 465. But when you get into the 465 range, honestly, I think you're going to start looking at what things you can't do with it. So unfortunately, that's where you're at with that one. So that's probably the negative side to that tractor, but that's the only negative I can find. Otherwise, this is a solid all the way around tractor as far as what do I need it to do for pulling, hauling, seeding, plowing, does it all. Doesn't have an issue at all. So that's our number 3 tractor for 2024. Now, this was even a tougher decision for me because the number 1 and number 2 spot is the same tractor, the Case IH Magnum. Right here, 340 400 series special edition. This has been my favorite tractor almost as long as I've been playing this game. I think this tractor it's very expensive. Let me get that out of the way. Max speed's only 4,200, but max horsepower is 886. All right, so you get in here and, okay, number one, you can put fertilizer tanks on this thing and it will hold herbicide or fertilizer. Okay, so remember that. Liquid fertilizer or herbicide, it'll hold it. I think it's 10,000 liters. It is 10,000 liters. And if you didn't want to cheat that much, you can drop it 75, 5, 25. But what's the point of all that? If I'm going to put them on there, I'll just fill them up. So your engine's the same thing here. You can go with, it takes you up to 723. And that takes you nowhere. Something happened here. Why is it not? There it goes. So let's go to the max, which was 886. And does it really drop you any too much? There it goes, 723. So you can make it a little cheaper if you wanted to. Several different options, and it drops you down to 391 there. Your tires are the same way. There's so many different tire options for this thing. You can do tracks. Just so many different options. But the reason why we're going to do this as number 2 and number 1 is because this case we put at number 2 because of the silage spike tires. Guys, for anybody that, like, if you remember way back, I did a video on the fastest way to make silage, and in that video we did use this tractor for the silage bunkers. Now, you can still add your leveler in the front, and you can also put that machine on the back of it. But these are specifically made just for silage bunkers. And it really does a good job. Now, I don't know of any other tractor in this game that I have that option to do it with. And then you can just take it right back into your own shop, customize the tires again, and go about your business. So that's why the Case IH Magnum goes into the number 2 spot, and then the number 1 spot obviously is just a regular Case IH Magnum with dual tires. They're weighted. You know, I've been using this tractor more than any other tractor in this game. Of course, until I got that Deutz Fair 2019. I really like that tractor a lot. But this one has done everything I've ever needed to do, plus with the silage, I could just call them silage tires. There's the spiked tires for the silage. You can put crawler tracks on it. You can also use it as a, I think, what is it, a front loader, wheel loader? So, you know, yeah, there it is, a front loader, yeah. And I know a lot of tractors you can do front loaders on, but it actually physically comes with a weight and the front loader attachment already in the mod pack, so you're not looking around. That's 7,500 too, so that's quite a bit. And I'll be honest, I don't ever use weights for any equipment. I just never have, and I realize that if I did, I probably wouldn't slide as much as I do sometimes, but I don't care. Just being honest about it. So the number 1 spot, I still think for the year, has to be the Case IH Magnum 340-400. I think it just has way too many options for your production. You know, the fact that I can use it for silage bunkers if I wanted to, and 886 horsepower is going to pretty much pull anything I've ever wanted it to do. I pulled, you know, I've pulled up to 6 trailers that were completely full with this thing, and it acted like there was nothing even behind it. This still, I think, is the best all-around tractor in this game. It is expensive, though. All decked out, you're talking over $400,000, so it's definitely a late-game tractor because, like I said, even your base price is $312,000. But when I get about $400,000, $500,000, that's the first tractor I buy because I know that I can use it for just about anything that I need to do. And as you can see there's a liquid fertilizer and herbicide that it says that it'll take. Guys, all around, still, I think just the best tractor in the game. You know, if you're not worried about the price too much. You know, if you're worried about price, then yeah, obviously it's not going to be for you, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is just pointing out the top 5 modded tractors for Farming Simulator 22. And I got my fingers and my toes crossed, hoping that we can get this tractor in FS25. Because we haven't gotten any good tractors yet. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody tells you. If you haven't played the game yet, there are no good tractors in that game yet. Even the base game tractors all are just terrible. There's one, I think it's a Fend, whatever, how you pronounce it, the FENDT or whatever. There is one tractor you can put duals on. I think it goes like 37, but it's still a horrible tractor. There really are no good tractors in FS25 yet. I've been thinking about doing a video just talking about how horrible the equipment that we got in the base game was. I've thought about it, and now that we're talking about it, I think I will. There are very few mods out yet for FS25 that still make the game more worthwhile for playing. We're still waiting. They just put out another patch, and it's still not much better as far as glitches go. But getting back into this, guys, number 1 spot, Case IH Magnum. Of course, this is all my opinion. Doesn't make it fact. Yours may differ. If yours differs, I'd really like to know. I really want to know what your opinion is. Leave me a comment. Tell me, am I right? Am I wrong? Do you agree? Oh, did you know? You didn't know? We've actually done individual videos on all these tractors. Some of them are a little bit older now, so you may not have seen them. But I just can't let go of this tractor as being the top modded tractor in this game. Guys, as always, I really appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget, we are going to have another channel, DarkSpyder Plays, where we're going to be doing other video games, so you can be looking for that as soon as I get everything ironed out for it. Like, subscribe, hit that notifications button so you know when I got new videos coming out. If I don't see you again, have a great holiday, and as always, thanks for watching.